We're back. Time for another edition of the Carolina Insider Rapid Reactions Edition. It is after Carolina's 72-53 win over UNC Asheville in the Smith Center. I'm Jones. He's Adam. Adam, it's been an emotional roller coaster here for the Tar Heels the last couple of days. I think they were very as pleased as you can be in defeat. Of course, upset that you lost, but happy with how they played for the most part against Purdue. 180 degrees away from that after the Tennessee game. An intense practice on Monday, and then this game tonight where Carolina played really well, it felt like, for the first 15 minutes, got up 20 and kind of said, hey, all right, up 20. And then after that, it was a little more challenging.
Yeah, a lot's happened in these 4 days for Carolina basketball. Not just this game, obviously some good and some bad in that game. A lot of turnovers, but I think some of those turnovers were the product of what Hubert Davis asked the Tar Heels to do in practice yesterday, which is share the ball more effectively. But Carolina didn't force many turnovers. UNC Asheville helped a whole lot by not shooting the ball very well. So I think you leave there with a win, but you were never really going to get a lot of answers in that game because it was, after all, the third game in 4 days.
Carolina shoots just a tick under 50%. Asheville shoots just 26.5%. and 7 for 37 from three. So, I mean, there's been a lot of talk about Carolina's struggles defensively. I do think Carolina was better defensively tonight, but also some of those numbers may not quite be accurate. Asheville shot a lot of three-pointers, 37 of them, and did not make many.
Well, and you'll hear Leaky Black a little later talk about some of the defensive adjustments Carolina's made that he feels like are leading to fewer opposing turnovers. So that could also be part of it. But also, Tar Heels got to tighten up some of that. There were some miscommunications tonight that led to some good looks for the Bulldogs.
So coming up, you're going to hear from Hubert Davis. I had an opportunity to sit down with Coach Davis after the ball game. Adam, as he referenced, sat down with Leaky Black, who, by the way, had 9 points and a career-high 11 rebounds tonight. Let's get to those interviews. We'll come back and wrap things up here on the Carolina Insider Rapid Reactions. Thanks, guys. Yeah, we're inside the Continental Tire Coach's Corner following Carolina's 72-53 win over UNC Asheville tonight, here with the head coach of the Heels, Hubert Davis. Coach, you were very frustrated after Sunday's game against Tennessee. You talked a lot about effort and fire and energy. Were those things, in your opinion, better tonight?
They were better. They were better, especially on the defensive end. I thought we were more locked in defensively. I thought guys were more active. They were talking. We were guarding our guys. We were boxing out. We were rebounding. UNC Asheville, from an offensive standpoint, they've got bigs that can shoot from the outside, and they've got a lot of cutters. And so at times it's difficult to communicate and keep everybody covered. But for the most part, I thought we were really good. There was a stretch, particularly in the first half, where we had 7 stops in a row, and that's something that never happened on Sunday. And so I was very encouraged by that.
Felt like that first 15 minutes or so of the ball game, you guys came out with some fire in your belly. Did you feel that way?
I did. Everybody was fired up, and they knew that I was fired up. I was so encouraged by this team. I really feel like we've got a team that can win a national championship. I just do. And I want that for them. And every day I try to reinforce to them that all of their individual and team goals, I want the same things as well. I'm on their side. And, today I felt like we got better as a team. But I'm glad that we've got a week off to improve as a team and get better. And I think the guys are excited about it.
Coach, you said in our pregame discussion that you had told the guys that you didn't want to coach a team or have a season where you were coaching guys that didn't fit your personality. What is your personality in your description?
A love, appreciation for running out of that tunnel, being in that locker room, wearing that jersey, and playing on that floor, playing for this program, and being a part of this university. And, Jones, you can see everything that I've said had nothing to do about me. It had everything to do about this university, this program. It was about the we. It wasn't about me. And right now, we live in a me generation. I want what I want, when I want it, where I want it, how I want it, and at the time I want it, in the manner in which I want it. And that's okay. if you also think about others as well. And that's what Carolina is. That's who I am. And we've got great kids, and that's the type of team that I want to coach.
Coach, real fast before we let you go, Armando Bacot, 22 points tonight, 8 of 14. We've seen that Armando a lot this year. There's been a time or two when we haven't seen that version of Armando. When that Armando is out there, what is he doing to put up those kind of numbers?
Well, he's, he works hard to get low post position, and, he's a guy that when he works hard to get his position, we can get him the ball, and he can score down low. Dawson Garcia and also Brady Manick are skilled bigs that can score around the basket, but our best low post finisher is Armando, and we need him big every night. He's a guy that can score, get fouled, get to the free throw line, and we need him to play big every night. And so tonight he really stepped it up. He was a presence for us the entire game, and I was very proud of him.
Carolina wins it 72-53 over UNC Asheville tonight. Coach, congratulations. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Thanks for your time, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving.
That's Hubert Davis, guys, inside the Continental Tire, Coach's Corner.
Alongside Leaky Black after Carolina's win over UNC Asheville, Leaky's short turnaround after playing on Sunday, having to come back and play on Tuesday. What did you think of the performance tonight overall?
Well, we left some easy ones on the table for sure, but defensively I feel like we picked it up a little bit, and that's where we need the biggest improvement going into for the rest of the season, and it's proud of our guys for it.
You had a career-high 11 rebounds. What were you doing to be able to get to the glass more?
Honestly, I just kept doing what I was doing. Previous games, it's just Mondo didn't happen to – he kept fumbling the ball sometimes, and I would just be right there to get it. So that's just what it was.
You mentioned defense. So far, this team hadn't forced a ton of turnovers. What can be done differently to get more of those to help create some offense?
I feel like previous years, playing with Coach Williams, we would deny, and this year Coach Davis makes an emphasis on being in the gaps. Obviously we want steals, but at the end of the day, we don't want the other team to score. So, honestly, if we get a stop, we love our break, We rather have that than like an overrun, trying to get a steal and an easy 3 for the other team or something like that. So
it looked like some of the early Tar Heel turnovers were overpassing and trying to make sure that the extra pass was made. I'm guessing that's been a point of emphasis since Sunday.
It's definitely been an emphasis. Sharing the ball, I feel like this group just needs to come together more. The brotherhood that we always talk about Carolina has, we really need to start bonding out there, and we really do bond. Is just we need to show it on the court.
I think we talk about family.
Family. We definitely talk about family. You're right. My bad. You talk about family. We talk about family. Yep. Right.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, I know.
How would you describe yesterday's practice?
It was intense. It was very intense. HD came in hot. We probably here about 4 hours. It was a long day. It felt dark, one of them kind of days. But we needed it, obviously. We feel like we embarrassed ourselves last weekend. We obviously the way we played tonight, some guys still got that in the back of their head. We need to just flush that down the toilet, and we got more big games. That's the reason we come to Carolina. We play Michigan Wednesday. It's another great opportunity for us, to show the world what we can do,
As a senior and the guy who's seen it all, if you could just push a button and make 1 or 2 things happen over this next week of getting ready for Michigan, what would you do?
What kind of button? What kind of button you talking about? Give me an example.
The Tar Heels are going to do what I want button.
If there was a button that we beat Michigan by 30, then I'd press that button. Obviously that's what we want. But at the end of the day, I just want us to play together. We play together and we play hard and we just compete. Honestly, we just play hard and compete. Everything else take care of itself, and that's pretty much what it is.
That's Leaky Black in the Tar Heel locker room.
So all in all, Carolina gets what it needed most. That's a win over UNC Asheville, 72-53. Adam, Carolina doesn't play again until next Wednesday against Michigan. A lot of work to do between now and then.
Big week of practice for the Tar Heels. This feels like a key week for the 2022 season. Going to practice on Thanksgiving, going to practice the day after Thanksgiving. A lot of work to be done. Hubert Davis said he's got some adjustments he wants to make.
Carolina and Michigan next Wednesday in the Smith Center. But that'll do it for tonight. Heels beat Asheville 72-53. Thanks for being here with us on the Carolina Insider Rapid Reactions.